Hey everybody, it's Greene here. Sorry, um, Greene here. I came on a minute early, and so please come on and let me know that you can see me. I think I jumped the gun and did this on my own, so it might be a little bit different. So let me see if you can see me right now. I'm going to wait a minute for other people to come on. Okay, hi. Hi Louise, how are you? Tara Greene here, Cosmic Intelligence Agency again. Please let me know where you are in the world. I'm up here in Toronto, Canada. Okay, that means Cosmic Intelligence Agency said hi. I assume that's Yulia in Australia. Or did I say hi myself? I don't know. So anyway, I'm going to wait a few minutes and see what happens here and see who shows up. I'm just going to close a few windows here to make sure all my energy is focused on this. All right, so yeah. All right, wait, I'm gonna wait. It says I've got too low. My current frame is too low, it always says. I don't know how to change that right now. So you can hear me okay? Hi, Louise, you're in Florida. That's nice. So I'm gonna wait for other people to show up here because, and I would like to see myself on my phone if I can. That would be very nice. Hi, Susan. Okay, I'm gonna wait for a few more people to show up here. Let's see. Okay, I can see myself. All right. All right. Okay. All right. Hi, everybody. You can hear me okay, right? Okay. Okay, I can see myself. All right. Okay. Right. Okay. All right. So I'm just gonna, I don't want to get distracted by the phone. I keep getting this action needed message, but everything seems like it's going smoothly. Okay. It says there's 17 viewers. I guess I'm not seeing everybody on here. It's always nice to interact with you, so please say hi. Don't be shy, okay? Don't be shy. All right. So I want to welcome you here to another one of my monthly astrology and tarot card previews. And yes, we made it to here. We we managed to get through that big total solar eclipse conjunct Chiron, and it was very intense. And also, there's been big changes in the last 2 days. So if you haven't been here before, I'm going to welcome you. I am going to go through all of the major aspects of the planets during May, give you a little preview, go through them in details, and then I'm going to pull my tarot cards using two different decks. I've got the big, this is the standard Rider-Waite Smith deck here. We're going to use that one. And also my other deck, I like to use two because then I pull a major arcana from, and I use mainly the 22 major arcanas, and I put in some extra cards to help you as well. So May, the merry month of May. It is already May the 1st, of course, in Greenwich Mean Time. So it's May Day, which is traditionally one of the major 8 stations that pagans celebrated throughout the year. It is Beltane, celebrated in, I think people know it from Camelot, from that old movie Camelot, with King Arthur, and they danced around the maypole, which is an ancient phallic worship fertility symbol. So you want to celebrate that. It's also tonight, April 30th, the May Queen comes out and rides, and there's lots of rituals you do to bring love into your life, and I've written about that on my blog. So let's get right down to it now. Okay, so I'm going to do a little preview of the major headlines here. May the 7th, there's a new moon in Taurus that's coming right up, 8:21 p.m. PDT, 11:22 p.m. EDT on May the 8th. 3:22 a.m. Greenwich Mean Time at 18 degrees of Taurus. Okay, opposite the most feared degree in the zodiac, but I won't go there right now. May the 15th, Mercury changes sign from Aries and enters Taurus until June the 3rd. So if you're a Taurus, you're going to be really speaking very eloquently and beautifully. It's a good point to open your voice. That is your 5th chakra as well. On May the 18th, the Sun conjuncts Jupiter. That's always one of the best days of the year. You're going to feel very optimistic, very sunny. That's at 28 plus degrees of Taurus. That's almost virtually at the last degree of the sign, which is always considered to be the most powerful. So it's good for earthy, sensuous things. And then on May 23rd, it is a big 5-star day. It's the best day of the year. When Venus, the goddess of love and beauty and harmony and the arts, conjuncts Jupiter. Again, very beneficial. Venus is traditionally called the lesser benefic, and Jupiter is the bigger benefic, okay? And that's at, again, the last degree of Taurus, a very karmic degree, also very close to the most feared star in the sky called Algol at 26, 27 degrees Taurus. The full moon's on the 23rd as well. Then the big change up for the year, May 25th, Jupiter enters Gemini. Okay, so a big shift from earthy, fixed, Taurus, practical, hands-on energy into light as air, all about communications, Gemini. Okay, and that's going to go on until June the 9th, 2025. So Geminis, it is your turn to shine. Taurus, you've been getting yours all year. So it's time to move on. On the 23rd, Venus also enters Gemini. And of course, you know that those Gemini planets will be in a positive aspect to Pluto. Okay, so let's get down to the details. Now, yesterday, April 29th, April 29th, Venus entered her home sign of Taurus. And so again, so that's very good for all Taurians or anybody with Taurus planets, because when a planet is in one of the signs it rules, and Venus rules 2 signs, she rules Taurus and Libra, she is joyful, she's happy, she gives you the best benefits, right? So for all Tauruses, that's really good. And then today, on the 30th, Mars went home to his own sign after being in Pisces since just after the spring equinox. And he's been this waterlogged water, we've been all under the water, treading water, feeling exhausted, while Mars was in Pisces. But today, wham, bam, thank you, man, Mars amps things up. So it's all about go, go, go. Okay. So Mars will be in Aries for a while. I'm not going to go into the details about that. Now, I want you also to pay attention because Pluto, which rules Scorpio traditionally, is about to station retrograde at 2 degrees 6 minutes of Aquarius. It's been sitting on this position since April 26th and will be there until May the 10th. So when planets station, either moving forwards or backwards, they're at the most powerful. So you want to take note to any kind of violence, eruptions, fires. There was a big shooting of a bunch of police officers yesterday in the US, violent protests. That's all Pluto stationing at its most powerful in Aquarius. And Pluto will retrograde until October the 11th at 5:34 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time, 8:34 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, October the 12th at 12:34 a.m. GMT. It will station direct at 29 degrees, 39 minutes of Capricorn. So again, that very last degree, the most powerful. Again, I want to reiterate how to get ready for that time, because I believe that Pluto will be at its absolutely the most devastating and will complete what it started, which is when Pluto entered Capricorn late October, in October 2008. That was the subprime mortgage crash, and I believe that Pluto is going to go in there and finish that off. So there could be big economic changes, crashes, some major event in the world. Okay, so be prepared for that one. Okay, now on May the 3rd, Mars sextiles Pluto in Aquarius, 2 degrees 06 minutes. Again, that's a very positive aspect, but it can be very dangerous because Mars and Pluto both rule Scorpio. So a lot of change, a lot of uncovering of secrets, money laundering, sex trafficking, child trafficking, all that stuff. And also your own feelings. It might be easier for you to get in touch with some deeply embedded anger with Pluto sextiling and helping you out there. Okay. You might want to work that energy off with Mars in Aries now. It's great to hit the gym. It's great to start new things, but everybody will be impatient, so you want to watch out for not triggering people. Also, it's fires, danger of fires, guns, violent protests, people, really getting angry. And Mars is going to be in Aries until June the 9th. Just want to check that. Okay. On May the 3rd, sorry, I did that one already. Okay, May the 6th, Mercury conjuncts Chiron in Aries. Okay. And that's again, we want to talk about our wounds. So again, all of the energy from the big total solar eclipse in Aries will be unleashed now that Mars is in Aries, okay? Because while Mars was in Pisces, everything was like boiling away on the unconscious. Your dreams, nightmares might have been very strong, but now that energy is activated and boom, it wants to come out. It's like the Big Bang, okay? So again, there could be sudden explosions of old wounds, old angers. You can't hold back that dam anymore, and out it comes. So you might be the brunt of this. You might be suddenly needing to speak out or lash out, or just explain your anger. Explain. All right, that's at 7:27 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time, 10:27 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, and on May the 7th at 2:27 a.m. Greenwich Mean Time. It's also good to write if you want to. Automatic writing, for some reason, comes to me. That might be a really good thing to do. Automatic writing, Mercury is in Taurus, so again, it has to do with writing. Good to write songs and let out your anger through song. Write a protest song. May the 7th, the new moon at 18 degrees of Taurus is at 8:22 p.m. PDT, 11:22 p.m. EDT. On May the 8th at 3:22 p.m. The moon conjuncts Venus and sextile Saturn, so there's not really heavy aspects during that new moon, but it's always time to set new intentions. Again, in Taurus, 18 Taurus is opposite one of the degrees of Scorpio that's considered to be really difficult. So it's a balancing act, but it's good to plant seeds. And if you haven't put your garden in here, it's spring here I'm up in Toronto, Canada. Things are blooming away. On May the 13th, the sun conjuncts Uranus. And whenever the sun conjuncts Uranus, it's expect the unexpected. It's chaos. It rules. Uranus rules the internet. It rules, so there can be internet blockages, hacking. Also, Uranus rules cryptocurrency. So the sun is shining on anything new technology, crypto. So it could be really good for Bitcoin. Things breaking out. Again, very much radical protests. So there could be some very big explosive catalytic energy on May the 13th at 2:14 a.m. PDT. 5:14 a.m. EDT and 9:14 a.m. GMT. So you could be feeling very restless. Uranus is like getting your fingers stuck in the electric socket, but it's also great for like bing, the big giant light bulb goes on. Great for channeling any new ideas, or you have to break out of the old routine. It's great for breaking old habits up, okay, in Taurus. All right, now, it can be some kind of really crazy energy. Also on the 13th, Venus sextile Saturn in Pisces. That's very nice. If you want to make a long-term commitment, work on a creative project, do some serious dream work, healing that way. It's also good for practical psychic skills. You need psychic boundaries with Saturn and Pisces, so you want to do that. That's at 12:45 p.m. PDT, 3:45 p.m. EDT, 6:45 p.m. GMT. On May the 14th, Ceres, the Great Mother, in Capricorn, stations retrograde at 21 degrees. So if you have planets around 21 degrees of Capricorn, you might feel this sort of pull to go inward. Ceres kind of is the Earth Mother. And this is just after when we celebrate Mother's Day. In Canada, I believe Mother's Day is on the 12th this year. Yeah, so it's just after that. Tending your garden, really getting in touch with your body, nurturing your body, mothering your body, doing inner child work. That might be a really great thing to do while Ceres is retrograde. On the 15th, Mercury enters Taurus. Again, so we want to get into the body. We want to get our heads ruled by Mercury, the merch, the marketing, into the physical, in the real. So it's a good mind, body, throat, actually speaking beautifully with that throat chakra until June the 3rd. So that's a pretty quick jaunt there. Mercury's moving fast. That's at 10:04 a.m. PDT, 1:04 p.m. EDT, 5:04 p.m. GMT. On the 17th, Mercury squares Pluto in Aquarius. Again, so there's fixed signs going on here. Again, there could be arguments, conflicting words, media attacks. I know Elon Musk is being attacked for X, for his free speech thing. Something could come out about that, really, but they can't really stop that. But anyway, 12:44 a.m. PDT, 3:44 a.m. EDT, 7:44 a.m. GMT. On May the 18th, expect some big whoopee cushions in your love life, some crazy, unexpected, maybe you fall in love with someone out of the blue, or you meet with someone, you hook up with them, you connect with them on the internet. There could be also sudden breakups because Venus conjuncts Uranus. So just like the Sun conjuncting Uranus on the 13th, 5 days later, Venus also conjuncts Uranus. So again, that can be very good. Venus rules money. Could be very good for the crypto market. That's at 23 degrees of Taurus. 4:41 a.m. PDT, 7:41 a.m. EDT, 11:41 a.m. GMT. All right, on the May the 18th, this is one of the best days of the year. Now we're getting into the really good stuff here. The Sun conjuncts Jupiter. Again, one of the most positive days of the year. The Sun, the source of all light, of all positive energy, and Jupiter, the great benefic. So again, if you have any planets at the last degrees of Taurus, it's 28 plus degrees Taurus, you get the benefits. But it's also people who are born at the last degree of all the fixed signs, which is, besides Taurus, it's Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. So you get the big benefits. Buy a lottery ticket, feel good, sing all day, spread joy to the world, hand out money for, to charity, give to charity, because Neptune is also at the 29th degree of Pisces. So that happens at 11:40 a.m., 11:45 a.m. PDT, 2:45 a.m. EDT, 6:45 p.m. GMT. Okay, on the next day, May the 19th, the Sun is sextile Neptune. That's why I was talking about giving to charity, because Neptune is all about charity. And Neptune is now at 29 degrees of Taurus. So when planets are at those last degrees, they are at their most powerful. So your dreaming should be really amped up. Again, that sense of projection can also be really high. Fake news. The Sun always sheds its light, on whatever is going on. So shedding your light on your dreams, on what's going on in your unconscious. 28 degrees of Taurus. 29 degrees of Taurus there. 3:45 p.m. PDT, 6:45 p.m. EDT, 10:45 p.m. GMT. Can you guys hear me okay? I just want to make sure you can hear me okay here. Oh shoot, my sound has been really down. Can you hear me okay? All right, there we go. I just realized that. On May the 20th, it's Gemini season. So Geminis, you got to get ready because very soon things are going to shift. So get ready ahead of time. Sun enters Gemini, 5:59 a.m. PDT, 8:59 a.m. EDT, 12:59 p.m. GMT. So Gemini season, it's all about merchandise. It's all about being a social butterfly, flittering around, debating, talking, being very curious, and being like a child. Gemini is like Peter Pan. So you might want to go back and do something you love to do as a child. It's good for short journeys. Also, Gemini rules siblings. I believe Prince Harry is going to be in the UK around that time. Not sure about that. Anyway, May 22nd, Sun trines Pluto, another very positive day. Pluto is the lord of wealth, of riches, of digging deep into your soul's worth. So the Sun will help you to really see that as a big power day. So there could be some big plutocratic energy in the world. I mean, sometimes a trine can be too much of a good thing. The Sun trines Pluto. Again, it's like 1 to 2 degrees of Aquarius. So anybody with fixed signs, planets in those early degrees will get those benefits. Trine has to be worked though. Now, May 23rd, this is the best day of the year as well. Venus conjunct Jupiter, as I mentioned, 29 plus degrees of Taurus. One of the best days of the year. Again, buy lottery tickets, get yourself pumped up, push yourself to do something you've always loved to do but didn't have the courage to do it. Get solid, get rock solid, take stock of your own assets, use your voice. Taurus, sensuous, get a great massage, get a great meal, really indulge your senses, really enjoy and appreciate having a body, being embodied. That's what we're here for. So that happens at 1:29 a.m. PDT, 4:29 a.m. EDT, and 8:29 a.m. GMT. So enjoy that one. May the 23rd, Venus sextiles Neptune in Pisces. That's good for dreaming. So tune into your dreams. On May 23rd, there's a full moon. Now, May 23rd is like one of the biggest days of the year with all of this going on. The full moon's at 2 degrees Sag, also sextiling Pluto and Neptune. Sorry. squaring. On the 23rd, Venus enters Gemini. So Venus leaves its home sign, enters Gemini. So again, it's going to be very social time. May 23rd to June the 17th. It's a good time to have social events, to commingle, to meet people, to get out there and flirt, to connect with people, to have more than one relationship at a time, more than one job. You got the energy. You're going to love to just jump in and be like a child. So that's at 1:30 p.m. PDT, 4:30 p.m. EDT, 8:30 p.m. GMT, and then still on the 23rd, Jupiter sextile Neptune, Venus sextile Neptune. These are really super positive, supportive aspects. I would really plan, since the signal keeps freezing. Yeah, I'm getting this low message here. Sorry about that. Venus sextile Neptune. So again, very, very creative. So make art, meditate, pay attention to your dreams. Any creative projects will flow. That's at 3:50 a.m. PDT, 6:50 a.m. EDT, 10:50 a.m. GMT. Okay, we did that one already, right? Okay. Sorry, Jupiter sextile Neptune. Sorry. 2:44 p.m. PDT, 5:44 EDT, 9:44 GMT. Sorry. May 25th, Venus trines Pluto in Aquarius. Again, the trine, positive aspects, 4:16 a.m. PDT, 7:16 a.m. EDT, 11:16 a.m. GMT. May 25th, Jupiter enters Gemini. Now, this is really the big, big event for everybody with Gemini. You want to look at where you have Gemini in your chart, because Jupiter is going to light that up. It's going to bring opportunities for marketing, for sales, for communication, for short travels, writing, anything like that, flirting, partnerships of all kinds, commitments. Gemini is the sign of the lovers in the tarot. So that's until June the 9th, 2025. That Jupiter enters Gemini, 4:14 p.m. PDT, 7:14 p.m. EDT, 11:14 p.m. GMT. So that's a biggie. So think about, what you want to expand in your writing, redo your marketing, your website, whatever, all of those things. Communicate in new ways. I noticed that a lot of people are leaving social media to run their own channels because of, restrictions and things like that. On May 29th, Mars conjuncts Chiron in Aries at 1 degree of Aquarius at 10:08 a.m. PDT, 1:08 p.m. EDT, 5:08 p.m. GMT. So again, this is really triggering the energy from the eclipse, because remember that the sun was on Chiron. Sorry, I think I made a mistake here. Mars conjunct Pluto, not Chiron. Sorry, 1 degree of Aquarius. And again, this can be a very dangerous day. Sorry, what did I do here? I feel like I mixed something up here. Yeah, it says Mars conjunct Chiron, but I wrote the wrong degree. Okay, Mars conjunct Chiron in Aries. Sorry about that. So that is at, now I have to look this up, so bear with me. I'm doing this live here. Looking up my book here. Here's my book with all the numbers. So on May 29th, Mars conjuncts Chiron at, looks like 22 degrees plus Aries. So again, it's still very close to that eclipse degree. It can, again, trigger any old angers or things that you've been holding back to come out, right? Mars and Aries. On the 30th, Mercury conjuncts Uranus. Again, thinking outside. So I'm going to smudge everybody virtually, okay? And I'm going to smudge my special crystal that I use to do that. Okay, so I'm going to use, this is my big teaching, and I do tarot workshops, my big teaching Rider-Waite-Smith deck, the traditional deck, the most popular one in the world, okay? So I'm going to start asking for Aries. So you're going to have to be patient here. I know everybody gets on and says, I want to see this one and that one. So you'll have to be patient while I go from Aries right through to Pisces. Okay, so Aries, with Mars in your sign, you're all amped up now for May. So let's see what we got here for you. You get the card of the sun. Okay. So Aries, it's definitely your turn to shine. And you know that the tarot cards are always in sync here. So what makes you feel good? What gives you joy? What gives you positive energy? You want to spread that energy. You want to initiate new things. You want to shine like the sun. You want to be charismatic, hit the gym, be competitive, jump into new things, fire other people up as well. I mean, I know that Aries is all about me. It's the first sign. I am. That's the keywords for Aries, right? So, but you can also be a helping card, although the Sun, the number 19, is the highest energy card in the deck. It's when you've reached the light. Okay, well, you get the Devil. Okay, so Aries. Excuse me, I'm just going to have a little drink there. All right, now the thing about the Sun card is if you go too much into the light, now this is kind of a big New Age lesson here. A lot of people are just all into the light and not integrating their shadow. So Aries, just be careful of your own dark side, which is, we call that the Devil, okay? So I see things about freezing. Can you still see me? Can you still see me? Let's see. It says it's freezing. Let's see. Can you see me? Okay, the Devil. So better the Devil you know than the one you don't, but this is like your own shadow side. So I know Aries tends to just jump into things a bit too brashly. Okay, a bit too brashly, a bit too, unconsciously. So this is where you want to bring the light into your own unconscious. So Aries, it's a good time to do shadow work. Okay, you got enough energy now to deal with that. So all of that stuff that got stirred up, well, Mars was in Pisces. Now you can deal with it. Okay, so wrestle with your devils, work through them. The shadow side is super important. You have to go through the dark, accept your own dark, work through it to get to the light. Okay, all right. And I'm getting a message that you can see me okay. All right, so Taurus. Now, because Venus is also in your sign, so everybody gets these nice benefics, Mars and Aries, Venus and Taurus for a while. So all Taurians are people with any planets in Taurus, so not just your sun sign. This includes Taurus rising, Moon in Taurus, Venus in Taurus, any planets in Taurus. So you get the Hierophant, which of course is also Taurus. And again, we're kind of 2 for 2 here. The Hierophant, the number 5 in the tarot. Now, Venus, Yulia, the woman who operates, I guess you could call her the CEO. She doesn't like to be called the CEO. Operates the Cosmic Intelligence Agency, has been really focusing on the Venus's star points, and this is what the number 5 is all about. It indicates that Venus makes her 5-starred points over 8 years, and so it's very much about speaking your truth. Again, Taurus being the throat chakra. It's very pagan in a way. The upturned pentacle is the symbol of pagans. They are nature worshippers, and Venus was always the planet that was most worshipped for thousands of years all over the world, on and off freezing. Okay, so let's give you an extra card, although you're going to get lots of help from your own planet anyway. You get the star here. So Venus, it's time to go beyond the limits of the body and go right out into the cosmos. So reach up and ask, what is my higher purpose? What am I here for? This is Aquarius energy. So again, while Venus enters Taurus, she is going to be in a fixed sign, just like Pluto. So you want to work with that energy, okay? And really just sit and, it's also about changing up your routines. Aquarius, Taurus tends to get very stubborn and stuck in its ways. This is a sense of, redoing your beauty plan, redecorating your apartment, reinitiating something new, okay? Something new, something different. And just be open. It would be a good time to meditate and ask, what is my higher purpose? Okay. Now, Gemini, you got to get ready, of course, because you're going to get your biggest year in 12 with Jupiter. Now, but also be careful, Gemini, because all of the Gemini traits, like being indecisive and doing 2 things at once and not being able to commit, can get magnified with Jupiter in Gemini, like too much of a good thing. All right, so there's the card. We're kind of batting great tonight here. The Wheel of Fortune. So Geminis, you get the Wheel of Fortune, which is the planet Jupiter. So again, totally in sync here. Wheel of Fortune, expansion, opportunity. The wheels of fate are turning, or karma are turning in your favor. Take a risk, maybe buy some lottery tickets, gamble in a casino. Don't gamble too much. But, this is when the doors open for you, okay? some glitches with the transmission. That's what Yulia is saying. Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. I cannot do anything about that. I don't know why it's glitching. Sorry about that. But Wheel of Fortune, optimism, positive energy, fertility, creativity, faith, positive energy. Okay, so Geminis, you got to go for it. Okay. So Gemini, so let's give you an extra card too. Now it says it's on again. Sorry about that. And this is the breakout card, 0. It's about being in a state of trust and innocence, which is what Gemini is all about anyway. So even being the fool for love, doing something that everybody else thinks you're crazy for, that's the fool, crazy wisdom. You want to go for that. Again, start something new. You want to always start your own business or do anything that your heart desires. Gemini, just go for it. Okay. All right. So now Cancer. All right. So Cancer, sorry about the technical difficulties here. Cancer, you get number 20. This is the Judgment card. This is I know there's a lot of evangelicals and born-again Christians wanting Judgment Day. This is traditionally what this card is from. The number 20 has to do with rebirth, Cancers. So again, Cancer is always about fertility, mothering, nurturing the inner child, home, your foundation, what you need to feel emotionally secure. So there can be a big rebirth coming for you, Cancers. Okay, so could be a move, very literally. It could be a change in your diet. Cancer rules the stomach. Can be an awakening. Can be a sense of freedom from guilt. A lot of people are deciding, if, for example, your family is very toxic, you don't talk to them again. This can also be a revivification of something from your childhood. You could hear from a parent, a family member, a cousin. It could be going into your family tree. There could be lots and lots of ways that this works. Definitely, it is about the old part of yourself or old ways dying for a new one to be born. So it's kind of Scorpionish in a way, although it's not related to any major signs or planets. This is one of the 3 major arcana in the tarot that's considered to be totally different, which is one of them, which is the Fool, the preceding card, this one, and the Hangman. So the trumpet is sounding, Cancer. You need to wake up now and let go of the past and start anew. Okay, so that can be very freeing as well. All right, so Cancers. Yeah, it says too low FPC. I don't really know what that's all about. Okay, so Cancer. You get the Tower here. So again, I just said wake up. This is like the planet Mars, literally. So Mars is in Aries, squaring Cancer. While it's going through Aries, it will square and push all of the Cancers into action. So this is like, oh my God, something that I didn't see before. It's like, boom, the big epiphany, right? So the old structure gets blown up, destroyed. You need to tear it down. My dad used to have a saying about tear down the wallpaper, removing, kind of like that, right? So it can be felt as somewhat, usually this is considered a scary card, a negative card. But if you know, that you need to wake up, that you need to make some big changes, then this is the card that will help you do it, the Tower, okay? Right, change your job, change your relationships, change whatever it is you need to do. All right. All right, so Leos. All right, so Leos. Now, whoops, now of course, the energy's a little frantic here. Of course, people born in the first couple of days of Leo have been having Pluto opposite their sign. So again, you're going to feel maybe a bit more of this. I need to go back and figure out what I'm doing here while Pluto stations and moves retrograde for the next number of months. So you get the Devil, Leo. So the number 15 here is the opposite of the Lovers. What are you chained to? What are you hung up on? What is holding you back? The Devil is, again, a very mysterious card created by the Catholic Church, the Christian Church, there is definitely evil in the world. But this is about projecting your own shadow side again. So Leo, what is it that you don't want to admit about yourself? Now, Leos tend to have big egos generally, can be quite vain. They like to be in control. They want to be the queen or king. So the shadow side is what Pluto is actually bringing up. Where are you trying to maintain too much power, too much control, demanding too much, getting into your ego? The Devil is literally your ego. That's why they say, Don't sell your soul to the devil because you get caught in the material plane. And this is Capricorn, by the way, this card. So again, Capricorn ruled by Saturn, representing getting stuck on the material plane. So Leos, you want to get out of that. You know, you're much more than that. You're big-hearted, you're generous, you are natural leaders. Now it's time for you to share the power. Okay. Somebody's saying hi from Wheatfield, New York, which sounds very nice. Okay. So Leo, let's give you an extra card here. Okay, this is the Leo card. Okay, and you can see that there, Leo card. Traditionally, this card is called Strength, as we can see. In this card, it's called Lust. So maybe your demon is lust, or you're cheating on people, you're not being honest, or you're addicted to porn, or something like that, Leo. So whatever that shadow side of yourself is, too much money, power, big cars, trying to impress people, you might want to look at that, of course, as part of your dark energy, or what's holding you back. And this is about really coming out with your true heart and your strength and your courage, and your passion about what you really believe in, and uplift others. Okay, so if it, it's a tricky one. I usually say if it feels good, do it, and if it doesn't, don't. But be careful that you aren't caught in your shadow by that. You don't get yourself. It's like Rosemary's Baby. You don't sell your soul to the devil again for some power over in any form. All right. So Virgo. So let's get on to Virgo here. Okay. So Virgos, let's see what you got. And again, with Saturn and Pisces, you've got, some discipline, some meeting boundaries. Okay, you get the Hangman. So this is the other of the third card that are these special, they call them maternal letter cards. And, most of those three special cards are not related to any sign or any planets, but this one is very obviously related to Pisces and Neptune. This is the sacrificial victim. This is the scapegoat. This is the martyr. So Virgos are usually the opposite to Pisces, but it is your shadow side. You can be a workaholic. You can be overly perfectionistic. You can be too nitpicky, too scared about health, germaphobes, whatever phobias. And maybe this is where you need to let it go. So this card ideally is about letting go of control and allowing God. So there could be some kind of spiritual awakening even going on here. A sense of, I don't have to control everything. The universe is going to take care of it, which is kind of tricky for Virgos to do. And also to stop being so self-critical, because you often hold yourselves back too much. Okay. So this is like kind of breathe and relax. You know what I mean? Don't be the martyr. I know I've heard Virgos often say, oh, people don't appreciate how much work I do. Well, it's because you don't appreciate yourself enough. So don't sell yourself short. Okay. The Hangman. It's about allowing, it's like being an AA, maybe have some addictions issues to work through. It's about letting go and letting God. Okay, so Virgo, let's see what else we can give you to help you out here. Okay. All right, you get the Lovers. Okay. So when you surrender your ego or your need to be perfect or the need for everybody else to be perfect, well, then maybe you can find a relationship, or a new partnership, or something that makes you happier. The Lovers is about joy, happiness, balance. It's the balance of the inner masculine and feminine. Those are two complementary polarities that we must have. The universe works on these polarities. So again, doing more of what you love to do. The more you feed positive energy, the better you feel. So any even health issue can be remedied in this way. Okay. Also look at things from 2 points of view. Debate it, think about it. Virgos like to analyze things a lot, and then come to a one-pointed focus. But don't just focus on one point, because you're going to get out of balance. Okay. So Libra. Let's see what we got for Libras. Okay, Libra, you get the Emperor, which is Aries, actually. So with Mars in Aries opposite your sign, with Venus in Taurus, Venus also rules Libra. This is a chance of getting into your power, Libra. Again, this is the number 4. It is power. It's the king, the emperor. So you need to step up and and be like, it's all about me. I'm in control. I'm not just defined by my relationships or by what other people think. And so it can be initiating a new business. The Emperor can also be a boss, a male boss, any boss actually, but this is traditionally a masculine sign. Hi from California. The Emperor, you're ready to step into a leadership role, Libra. You're ready to take command. So there can be an opportunity to get a raise, to get a promotion. It can also represent your father, very literally. Again, demanding respect, I would say, and really the working with the four elements. The fours always have to do with working with the four elements. So Libras, remember that. Use that Mars energy, because if we use your first sign, Libra, as the first house, then of course Mars will be in your seventh house relationship. So there could be a new relationship coming into your life, very definitely. Okay, so let's see what Libras have as well. I'll give you a helping card here. Besides the number 4, initiating new things, you get the wishing card, Libra. I always love to see this card. I include it as a special bonus. So Libras, you get the bonus. This is the wishing card, the only card like this in the deck, the only minor card I use actually. So I get to be your fairy godmother and give you 9 wishes, Libra, but it is Jupiter in Pisces. So it's not about just manifesting stuff for yourself. It is about making the wishes, the goodness keep flowing. And you get 9 wishes. So your homework is to write down 9 wishes. What do I really want to manifest that I could use to help others so I can keep the benefits going? It's very spiritual, it's emotional, it's dreamy, it's compassionate. So maybe you should use some of your power to donate to charities or to raise money for charities or do a big creative work. It's all very nice. Okay. All right. So, Scorpio. So again, with Mars and Aries, Mars rules your sign, so this would also symbolize new beginnings for Aries, traditionally in the 8th house of money, endings, death, rebirth, and you get the Hermit here. So Scorpios. Scorpios like to be alone, right? They like to wear black. They like to be very secretive. They want to operate under the radar. So, but this is a sign of completion. It is finishing the job. It's about work. This is Virgo energy. It's about, some people are really afraid to be alone. And if you don't embrace that I feel good in my own skin, that I like to be alone, I like my own space, even if you're in a relationship, this is a really good thing to do. Okay. So the Hermit is also extremely protective. So Scorpios, again, the eclipse in general in Aries, all that martial energy has been hitting you. It's very protective, the Hermit, usually shown as an older man. You can see holding a lantern. This is the most traditional. And it is about, hi, Andre, my friend Andre is here. It is about feeling that there's light in the dark. The Hermit is a very powerful archetype. Number 9 is a perfect number. It is living within you. It's like living in your body. So listening to your guts, digesting the knowledge that you have, making sure that you finish things that you started. Okay. And learning, the more you listen to your inner instincts, the more power you actually have. Okay. All right. So Scorpio, let's see what you got here. You get the card of justice here, Libra. Okay, now this is number 8. And again, in the tarot, it can be one system, 8 is strength or justice. But this is clearly Libra energy. So again, we're dealing with coming to balance within yourself, Scorpio. So needing to embrace your own self. I'm happy being with myself lets you be more open to having a relationship with someone else. We're not meant to be alone. We're all meant to be in relationships to other people, to animals, the trees, whatever, the sky, in relationship to the universe. So making sure that you have balance in your life. Again, this could be a justice issue if you're going through any court issues. Scorpio, this can mean, making sure you're clear about what you want. Libra also ruled by Venus. So again, this can indicate love and positive energy coming in with Venus in Taurus right now, Venus opposite your sign. So Venus is in your 7th house. So again, get ready for love, I would say. Okay. So Sagittarius. Okay. So if you've been waiting for Sagittarius energy, here it is. Okay. I'm a double Sag. You all know that. Okay. So you get the Magician, Sagittarius. So again, Jupiter entering Gemini is going to be opposite Sagittarius. So again, you need to get ready for this, because if you're using Sagittarius as the first sign, if you use a whole house system, the old traditional method, then Jupiter will be in your 7th house from May 25th to June the 9th. So you want to work the magic in the world. And again, you want to take the position of the magician here. You can see he's raising his right hand, and the energy goes from the wand that he's holding, like I'm using my wand here, my crystal wand, right through his heart, and then he sends it down to the earth, and he has the infinity symbol over his head, understanding that he knows that all time is now. So incorporating your inner magician, Sagittarius, it's time for you to make the magic, okay? Put your energies out there. Put your writing down. Finish the book you've been wanting to write. Start teaching. Start inspiring other people. Start bringing the magic. You already have it, okay? It's time for you to do this now, okay? Especially Mars in a fire sign will amp up all the other fire signs, Leo, Aries as well. So use this time wisely, Sagittarius. You are the magician working with the 4 elements that's on the mesa or the table here as well. Yeah, so we're waiting for you to get it going. All right. So then Sagittarius. Let's see what else you got here. You get the Hierophant. So again, you have to be grounded. Sagittarius, a fire sign, the last fire sign, is supposed to be the most mature. It's the sage wisdom. You have to be grounded. So using, again, the 5 elements here, interesting, 5 plus 4 is 9, of course. Speaking your truth, Sagittarius is always going to tell the truth. And really working from that feminine intuition, the body knowledge will help you to bring the magic forth, okay? Listening to your higher self. It is also a sense, I feel like, of a benediction, of protection, working with your guardian angels, with your higher self. Always listen to that. Sagittarius is a very intuitive, mystical sign. Got to integrate the fire and the earth to get stuff done. Okay, so now Capricorn. Okay, we've only got 3 more signs left to go. Capricorns, you get the number 13, the death card here. Now, I know most people, if they've never seen the tarot cards, get kind of scared about this, but the death card is like Scorpio, and it's about change. Again, and Mars rules Scorpio. So with Mars in Aries, it is squaring Capricorn for the next little while. What do you need to eliminate in your life? What do you need to stop putting energy into that's not helping your career, whatever it is you want to do? The death card is also major therapy. There can be wounds that you need to work through. I know a lot of people spend a lot of time and energy working through their old shadows. That's what Scorpio is. Capricorn tends to have a lot of shadows because they're so focused on career and power and being in the world. So again, there can be literally major changes. You could need to leave your job, to end a relationship that's toxic, to make a will. That's very practical. Capricorns like to be very practical. And to allow major change. Change is the name of the game. We all have to embrace it. The more we embrace and appreciate death and don't fear it, the more we can really live our lives. So use death as an ally. That's an old native tradition, Capricorn, and move on where you need to. Okay, don't try to resurrect something that's lifeless. Okay, you're just wasting your energy. Okay, not very practical. Okay, so Capricorns, let's give you a helping card there. Okay, again, that feels like a lot of deep therapy for some old issues to me. Okay, and then you get the Chariot. So when you start to pay attention to your deepest feelings, your shadows, then that gives you more purpose to move forward. The Chariot, the number 7, is like Cancer. So again, we're dealing with the opposite signs here. Capricorn, Cancer. Family. Am I neglecting my family because I'm working too hard? Am I working too hard and I don't have any relationships? It can also be issues with your mother, childhood issues. Again, like I was talking about, old childhood issues, traumas that need to be worked through so that you can let them go and really be alive and free in the world. So this is the fertility card too. Capricorns often, if they want to have children, may not have them until they're older. Again, this can be a move, Capricorn move, a change of home. Again, if you're not happy living in the city or living wherever you are, this is like move, hit the gas pedal and move. Again, listening to your emotions, watching your diet. And Cancer rules the stomach. You may need to change your diet. It's about knowing that you're in the driver's seat, no matter how crazy it is. Even if you lost your job or somebody you love dies, death comes all the time. You can still be nurtured and whole, and you can connect to that person more on the emotional, spiritual plane than you can when they were alive almost. Okay, so number 7 has to do with moving with the laws of the timing of cycles. All right, now Aquarius. So with Pluto turning retrograde in your sign, now for people born at the beginning of Aquarius, you're going to have a chance to integrate the big shock of Pluto and the new, and this is the sign of Aquarius. Again, we're batting pretty good here tonight, don't you think? So the card of the star is really a beautiful card. It is associated with the stars, literally, so go out and wish on a star and ask yourself again, what is my higher purpose? Aquarius, the water bearer, is here to bring higher consciousness in, to bring major change in society. It's your time, Aquarius. You're meant to be the leaders now. But remember, it's a dual sign. It is an air sign, but it also is a human sign. So Aquarius needs to remember that humanity and technology have to work together. It can be radical change for you, Aquarius, in all ways in your life. And it's about wishing on stars. So if you're frustrated, if you're feeling like Pluto's already giving you some very heavy tests, starting to destroy what you thought was good for you, but may not be, this is where you need to kind of look up and get your help from the stars, from the cosmos. That's where our ancestors always went for insights first. Watching the stars was the first spirituality, the first religion. So really ask the cosmos to speak to you. It will. Okay. Aquarius tends to be very techie, very scientific, very detached, but she's always pouring the water, or the masculine, the water bearer is pouring the water of consciousness right down. And so you just have to be open to it. Okay. All right. So Aquarius, let's give you an extra card there too. Okay. Whoops, my cards are falling over. Okay. You also get the Wheel of Fortune. So again, things are opening up. Things are expanding. This is Jupiter. So as Jupiter enters Gemini, of course, it will trine and be positive to all you Aquarians from the end of May till June the 9th. So take advantage of this. So be optimistic. Don't let the state of the world or the news, don't listen to that MSN news, all the fear mongering. Be positive. Bring some joy. Bring some happiness. Bring some humor. It's Jupiter. Be happy, Be grateful to be alive. Okay. So now Pisces, we're at the last sign here. Sorry, I've got something in my eye. Pisces, let's see what you get here. I hope everybody can still see me okay. You get the Tower, Pisces. Okay. So the Tower is Mars energy. So with Mars and Aries, there can be some, I like to call this the Epiphany card. It's not easy to have your structure torn down. I mean, this can indicate homelessness. It can indicate losing your job. It can indicate literally fires. You have to be very careful with Mars and Aries, but any fires, explosions, things like that, guns in the US. But this can also be an epiphany, a wake-up call, So, Mars rules Aries and Scorpio. And so what do you need to let go of? That's like holding you back, that you're trapped in the tower. It's like the fairy tales where Rapunzel, was kept in the tower, by the witch, right? Where are you trapped in your own towers, your ivory towers, your belief systems, whatever that is? It's like, oh my God, you're going to see, well, that's not real, or that's not really helping me. So the lightning is Jupiter as well. Actually, Jupiter rules Pisces. This can be a stroke of like a flash of incredible insights that destroys the illusion, the projection, okay? And this is what Pisces need to be doing right now with Saturn and Pisces as well. So a big wake-up call, okay? Now, Pisces, let's see what you get also to help you out here. You get the Empress. Okay, so the Empress, number 3, she is Venus. She is the goddess, the great mother. So if you feel like your whole life is falling apart, and I know that a lot of people are going through, they've lost their jobs, they're homeless, they have no money, they're in very dire straits then, or if you're grieving childhood wounds, if you're going through therapy, you're going through childhood wounds, or if you have a child who's ill, or there is a lot of excess death going on in the world, then you have to connect with the Great Mother. This is Venus, the Great Mother. However you want to think about her in Christianity, she's Mary. She's the goddess Isis in ancient Egypt. She is Ceres in a way. Ceres, the Great Mother, that archetype Demeter. Kuan Yin, Lakshmi, Green Tara, whatever she manifests as the Great Mother, your fairy godmother, you need to reach out to her and have you hold you and embrace you and nurse you and just make you feel safe. It's also a card of creativity, and Pisces are artists, they're actors, so you may have to act out a role, kind of like fake it until you make it, right? But this is definitely about nurturing. It is fertile, creative energy, Venus energy. Watch where Venus is. She is going to make a star point in Gemini. I know Yulia has been presenting workshops on that as well. So nurture, it could be issues with your mother. It could be a sudden something with your mom that you have to take care of, a mother, a sister, a woman in your life, right? But definitely nurture yourself, be creative, listen to your dreams, nurture children, be kind to children, send out prayers to the children in the world who need help. So, excuse me. So I know I had some technical difficulties. I hope I can correct that. But this will be available on video. I will, of course, save it and you can watch it in its entirety then. So sending you all the best blessings. If you want to get in touch with me, I am at tarottarot.com, and please join Cosmic Intelligence Agency. Of course, they have wonderful workshops which you can join as well and do their workshops. And I'll see you next month. So wishing you all the best blessings. Okay, take care. Be well. Bye-bye.